Hey YouTube, welcome back to the main man, and today we are catching Celebi. My name is Rich, and I'm just going over the experience I had catching Celebi in Pokemon Go. He was pretty tough, a lot tougher than Mew. I posted that video about a week or so ago, and had a little trouble with Mew. Celebi was much more difficult. Right now, what you're seeing is I am trying to close out the field research in order to activate the Celebi battle. So I was just evolving a Houndour into a Houndoom in order to complete the Johto Gold badge, which was my final requirement for closing out that field research. And as you can see on the screen there, it just popped up, earning the Gold Johto badge. And there it is. Once you catch 70 Johto region Pokemons, you get that gold badge. And there's the task, a ripple in time. So after fighting Mew, I thought for sure I was going to be prepared for Celebi, and it was not even close. Like, it wasn't even remotely the same battle. So I thought, literally I was doing it right after Mew, so I was in the same room, my game room, and I tried keeping the camera pointed down towards the floor. You'll see at the beginning, once it starts up, that I tried to keep it low so he couldn't fly around the room as much like Mew did. But Celebi doesn't really fly. He pings. It's so bizarre. Well, there you go, see? I'm trying to keep the camera low so he can't really go anywhere. The hardest thing about him, I think, was the depth perception. It was impossible to gauge where he was, at least in my room. Again, word to the wise, maybe you should probably be doing this outside. There was no option to shut off AR mode. He just disappeared every time I chucked a ball at him. I think I went through probably 30 or so balls, maybe 40. There was a ton. If you guys want to keep count, let me know in the comments how many there were. It was too frustrating, and just watching this, I'm having bad memories. So yeah, you can see that he's not really... Mew kind of turned invisible. Celebi just disappears and reappears. It's insane. And as you can see, it seems like he doesn't change size at all, so you can't tell if he's close or far. He's just sort of the same... It seems the same depth throughout. Whether he's high or low, he's the same size. So you can see some of the balls are just flying right over him. And then I try to throw short, they still go over him. So it seemed as though there was no way really to gauge how close or far he is from you. And by the time you think you have it, he just disappears. This was probably the most frustrating battle, and I fought Rayquaza about a dozen times. Rayquaza was sort of that same, very far away. As you close, as you far, you have to chuck the balls super high and hope you get them, or they just fall short. He was like the reverse of that. They kept landing far. And there he is. I mean, he looks like he's further away. You throw the balls, and it still goes over his head, so there's no gauging it. So far, this video has been me mostly missing him. I've hit him once. I actually had to break this down into two because I actually jumped out of the screen to take a break because I was pretty angry and frustrated. So this second time, again, I'm just trying camera tricks here, covering it up to see what happens. Covering it up with my hand to see if that helps stabilize him somewhat, and it didn't, obviously. But we're almost here. There's my first catch of this second round. So I caught him once in the first half of this video, and then I just missed, another 20 times. And once I shut the screen down and restarted the battle, it was basically starting over. So with Mew, I had to catch him 3 times. Same thing with Celebi. 3 hits with the ball, and it was over. Here's number 2, and number 3 is coming up in a few more seconds. I don't know what happened. I just got lucky because, like I said, there's virtually no strategy here whatsoever. He's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. I think with the second half, for whatever reason, like you can see him in the screen more. If you watch, the first couple minutes here, you can barely see him on screen at all. And I'm not trying to move my phone to get him away. He's just moving off camera constantly, so you're chasing him around the room. It's really strange. But there he is, Celebi, finally caught after about 5 minutes of a lot of inappropriate language. But anyway, there he is. He ended up being an 82% on the Pokemon PokeGenie app. So there you have it, Celebi. And I think I have a few more gray hairs after that one. So thanks for watching, YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share. And let me know down in the comments what you like about these videos, what you don't. And we'll see you next time.